Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we're going to solve the problem. It's called counting subarrays. We are given an array A of non-negative numbers. Now this is the most important line in this entire problem. Non-negative numbers. Let's read it once again. Non-negative numbers. All the numbers are positive. And you are also given non-negative number B. You need to find the number of subarrays in A having sum less than B. Okay. So let's try to take an example to understand this. Okay, let's take some random values 1, 3, 5, 2, 6, 4, 8, something like this. Okay, let's say that you are looking for subarrays which are having sum less than some value. Let's say 9. Okay, let's say that if you exceed the sum 9, you cannot take the subarray. Now let's take a brute force approach. What is a brute force approach? Brute force approach is list down all subarrays, right? List all subarrays. Now, what is a subarray? Subarray is simply a segment of an array. Okay, for example, this is a subarray. This is a subarray, right? This entire thing is also a subarray, and the entire array itself is also a subarray. Each single element is also a subarray, right? So we know what is a subarray, just a continuous block of element in the entire array. Now, how many of these subarrays are having sum less than 9? That is the question. So brute force approach is start listing down all the subarrays, right? List this subarray, okay, list this subarray, list this subarray, and so on. Okay, so let's try with the brute force approach, and while we are doing using the brute force approach, let's try to see how we can optimize this. Okay, let's start with the first subarray, right? It will have the element 1. 1 is less than 9, right? So let's say we are starting. So a subarray has a start point and a subarray has an end point, right? So initially let's take them as two variables I and j. Okay, start and end point are just two variables I and j. So initially our I is 0, j is 0. Okay, so in this case 1 is less than 9, right? So you have found a subarray with sum less than 9. Okay, so you take this element. So what is your answer? Answer is 1. Okay, because you have found 1. 1 is less than 9. Now let's go to the next subarray, right? Let's go to the next subarray. So you have to move one of the pointers, right? Let's simply take any of the pointers. Let's take I. I is equal to 1. Okay, j is equal to 0. So what is now your subarray? 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is a subarray which is having sum 4. 4 is also less than 9, right? You should not exceed 9. 4 is allowed. 4 is easily allowed. So now, so in this case, how many subarrays are you getting, right? In this case, you can take the subarray 3 also. You can take the subarray 1, 3 also, right? You can take this entire subarray, which you have not taken previously, right? So previously you had taken only the subarray 1. Okay, now you are taking two new subarrays. You are taking this entire subarray also. And let's say you take the subarray 3 also. Okay, so since the entire subarray will also have sum less than 9, right? 1 plus 3 is also less than 9. 3 is obviously less than 9. So you're getting two subarrays, right? You're getting two subarrays, 1, 3 and 3. So let's add 2 to our answer. So our answer becomes equal to 3. Okay. Now let's go to the next possible value. Now let's again go to the next possible value. So now let's take I equal to, okay. Now I is equal to 2. So in this case, I is 2, j is 0, right? So in this case, the starting point is this and the ending point is this. Now, what is the sum? 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 1 is 9, right? So the sum is 9. Now, 9 is a sum which is equal to 9. We don't want a sum equal to 9. We always want our sum to be less than 9, right? This is a threshold. You should always be below 9. So if your sum is 9, can you consider this subarray? Is this a part of our answer? No, this is not a part of our answer. Okay. So what if we take the next subarray? Will that ever be the answer, right? If we move our I, right? If we move our I and we try to take this subarray, will that ever be the answer? We know that previous sum itself 9, right? That was itself crossing the threshold, right? So if we take one extra element, 9 plus 2, 11, how can that ever be less than 9? What are we trying to do? We are trying to make sum which is less than 9. Okay, we already found that we are crossing 9 at this point and all the numbers are positive. In the question it is given that there are no non-negative numbers, right? All the numbers are positive or 0. So in this case, what you are going to do, if you are taking one extra element, you will always get a sum greater. You are getting a sum 11 now. If you take next element also, you will get a sum 11 plus 6, 17. If you take next element also, okay, if you take the next element, then also you will just increment your sum, right? So you will get 17 plus 4, 21. If you take the next element also, in that case, what will you get? In that case also, you will get a greater sum, right? I don't know why this has got colored. Anyway, let's ignore that. So you will always keep on getting a greater sum. So in that case, this guy was the threshold, right? 1 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to 9. This was the threshold. After this, if you try to take any subarray, right, all these subarrays are useless. You don't even want to consider taking them because you already crossed the threshold at this particular subarray, right? You already crossed the threshold at this particular subarray, which is 9. So now in this case, all other subarrays are useless. So what do you have to do? All elements are positive, right? You cannot take a subarray by simply increasing I. So now you need to reduce the sum because you have crossed the threshold. How can you reduce the sum? You are having this particular subarray which is not meeting your conditions. You need to reduce your sum. So you can remove the first element, right? You need to remove the first element. So you'll remove the first element. Now j is equal to 1. Okay. So let's come back here. J is equal to 1, I is equal to 2. So we have removed the first element because we already checked all subarrays previously and it was giving us a greater sum. We don't want that, right? So we want to stay within the limits. So in this case, this subarray is having a sum 3 plus 5, which is 8. Now 8 is less than 9, right? So this subarray is a good subarray. How many subarrays will you get? You will get 3 and 5 and you will also get singly 5 also, right? We have not counted 5 before. So you'll get 2 subarrays, right? So 3 plus 2 is 5. So our answer will be 5. Okay, now let's move forward. Now let's try to pick up the next element. Now let's move our I is equal to 3. So in this case, 3 plus 5 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. Now again you are crossing the threshold, right? So you can, if you are crossing the threshold here, by increasing elements, you are definitely going to cross the threshold, right? If already your sum is exceeding, if you simply keep increasing elements, your sum will definitely exceed. So it's useless, right? So what we have to do, we have to remove elements. Once you have crossed the threshold, you have to remove elements. So we will remove this element. Okay, let's start removing elements now. So we'll remove this element and we'll go forward. So in this case, j is equal to 2 and I is equal to 3. Now you are at this subarray. So 5 plus 2 is 7, right? So 7 is going to be less than 9. So in this case, we have easily got subarrays that are helping us, right? 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is less than 9. So you can take the subarray 2. You have not taken the subarray 2 before. You have not taken the subarray 5 plus 2 before. So both these subarrays you can add to your answer. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So your answer is 7. You have found 7 subarrays till now which are having sum less than 9. Okay. Now let's try to go forward. So in this case, what is your j? Your j is 2 and your I is 4, right? So now let us try to find the sum. 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13, right? So 13 is greater than 9. You are again crossing the threshold, right? So once you cross the threshold, you know you have to just remove elements. So you'll remove this element and you will try to move forward. So in this case, j is equal to 3 and I is equal to 4. Now 2 plus 6 is equal to 8, right? 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. So in this case, 8 is less than 9. So you can take this element. You have not taken 6 also before. If the entire subarray is itself greater than, not crossing the threshold, right? If 8 is less than 9, 6 will also be less than 9, right? Individual elements will also be less than 9. So you need to take two subarrays together. 6 and 6 plus 2. So your answer is incremented by 2. Okay. Now let us go forward. Now let us try to see we can include the next element. So what is your j? J is 3 and you can try to increment your I 5. Okay. 2 plus 6 is 10. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 is greater than 9, right? So in this case, you are exceeding the sum. So you'll just remove this element and you will go forward. So j is equal to 4, I is equal to 5. 6 plus 4 is 10. Again you are exceeding the limit. So what you will do? In this case, again you will just remove this element and you will go forward. So j is 5, I is also 5. So in this case, what is your sum? Sum you have is 4. 4 is less than 9, right? So in this case, you can easily take this particular subarray. So you will take only the subarray 4. So you will add 1 to your answer. Answer will become equal to 10. Okay. Now you will go forward. So in this case, you will increment I. So j is equal to 5, I is equal to 6 in the next iteration. So 4 plus 8, 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 is greater than 9, right? So you cannot take this particular subarray. So you will have to remove elements. So which element will you remove? You will remove the element which was at the jth position. So now your j is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6 and I is also equal to 6. Okay. So now in this case you have the sum 8. You have the sum 8 and that is less than 9. So you can add one particular subarray again. So you'll get 11 subarrays totally that are having sum less than 9. Now let's try to code this particular solution. So in this case, you have int answer that you want to finally return. So initially it is 0 and you will increment answer whenever you find a particular subarray. Okay, now let us take the 2-pointer. I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. Now while I is less than n. So what is n? N is nothing but the size, right? N is nothing but size. I is equal to a dot size. Okay. Now in this case, if okay, so first of all, you will have a variable. Let's say we have a variable current sum. Initially, current sum is 0. Now let us add this element. Let us see if we can add this element. So let us simply add the element to our current sum. So we have incremented our current sum. Now if it exceeds, right? If our current sum exceeds or even if it is equal to b, right, then we are in a problem. We have a problem. We need to remove elements because we cannot tolerate this condition, right? This condition is intolerable, so we need to remove the element. So how will you remove the element? So you will just remove, okay, the element which are at position a of j. So just remove that. So if by removing that element your current sum is coming within the limits, you can exit this while loop, okay, and you can increment your j. So that's it. Now finally you have to add to the answer, right? So what will you add to the answer? So it will be I minus j plus 1. Okay, you will add the subarrays from this side minus this side plus 1, right? These are the limits. I and j are the limits or the starting and end positions, right, of your subarray. And finally you can return answer. So that's it. This is the simple code. So you can return answer. Now let me try to run this code and let's see if it is working. So let me test and see if it's working. Okay, so there is an error and that error is that, okay, so we have made two errors, right? What are the two errors? First is we have given I here, which should be n. Okay. The second error is we are never incrementing our I. This is a problem. It will run into infinite loop. So we should increment our I whenever we are inside that loop. Okay, it's fine. Now let's submit and see if it's working. So it's working. That's it. Thank you for being patient and listening.